My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. The question is, what is self-realization? What do you mean by self-realization? All of us know, whenever we talk, we use the word I. I am doing something, I am so and so, I am experiencing something. The word I we use very, very frequently in all our communication. In fact, the I am, is the most commonly used word in English language. But what is this I am? We never have a closer look. Sometimes you use that I with reference to the body. I am old. I am young. I look good. All these are reference to body. Sometimes you use that word I am happy, I am sad, I am angry. This is with reference to the mind. Sometimes you use the word I am thinking, I am worrying, I know. These are all with respect to intellect. This I takes various shapes. Depending on the context, this I changes. This is like a small reptile called chameleon. The chameleon has no color of its own. It sits on a tree, it takes the color of the bark of the tree so that enemies cannot identify it. It sits on a stone, it takes the color of the stone. Nobody can identify it. It changes the color very often. Similarly, the I which you speak of keeps on changing the color. It changes the color or it changes the reference in depending on the context. Sometimes it becomes body, sometimes it becomes mind, sometimes it becomes intellect. What is this I, true I? This is the matter of investigation in self-realization. Sri Ramana Maharshi used to say, whenever people approach him, he'll ask the question, who are you? Who is asking the question? Is the body asking the question? Is the mind asking the question? Is the intellect asking the question? Who is asking the question? Who is this I? This I is called the self-identity. There are a lot of, in the whole universe, this living and non-living. The stone, mountain and all. They don't have any identity, awareness of identity. Animals have an individuality. We don't know whether they are self-aware. Human beings have a self-identity. The identity, when I say identity, the I am Rama, I am Krishna, I am a man, I am an officer, I am an employee, I am a husband, I am a wife, I am a father, I am son. So many identities. Some of these identities are with respect to relationship, some of these identities are with respect to the body, some of these identities are related to profession. This I, what you speak of, takes so many identities. When you are asking a question, which identity is speaking? May I know who is speaking at a given point of time? That's the question Sri Ramana Maharshi is asking. From identity to the awareness, this is the journey of self-realization. To be aware of your true nature is the self-realization. From no understanding, no consciousness in the animal, in the plant, in the stone and mineral life, to some amount of identity in the animal life, to a identity in the human life, it is multiple identities operating through you, and each of them you refer as I. What is your real identity? These are all relative identities. With reference to your wife, your husband. With respect to your husband, your wife. With respect to your daughter, your mother. With respect to your mother, you are a daughter. With respect to unhappiness, you are happy. Mind. Okay? So you take many identities with respect to body, mind and intellect. To find out which is true identity of yourself. To be aware of true identity of yourself is called self-realization. Any questions? You have a bundle of identities. So many identities. Bunch of them. I don't know how you can count how many identities you have. Which of this is true? You look at all of identities what you have, everything is temporary. Everything is with respect to something. Do you have a true identity? You can ask.
The way you're saying, it's like from an object, I is deriving its foundation. But I feel that there is I and it changes from object to object. It's not from the object. There is something called ego and it possesses one of mind at a time, body at a time, and
So,
something else at a time.
the ego, the body is object, the mind is object, or intellect is object. So the ego takes the identity from these objects at a time. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying ego is also an object and it possesses one or the other thing. So ego also has some existence.
Yeah.
It's not entirely dependent on the object. If there are no objects also, it will still be there, maybe holding on to something.
So the one who is taking the identity is what you call as I.
Yeah.
That I you are calling as ego.
Yeah.
Right? Ego is what you are saying is I, which takes so many identities, and it has an existence of its own.
Yeah.
Right? So what he's saying is that's something called ego. So ego says I am the body, I am the mind, I am the husband, I am the wife. It takes so many identities. The ego has existence. So now the question is that ego real, or is there something more real than the ego? So if you really inquire, that ego appears like ego is a shadow. It disappears, uncovering the true identity behind that ego. So that true identity is called self-realization. Awareness of the true identity is called self-realization. Ego itself appears when you get up in the morning. In the dream state, it becomes weak. In the deep sleep, it disappears. Right? Ego itself appears, it takes many identities in the morning, in waking state. It goes dream state, it takes some other identity. In deep sleep, it disappears. Because you don't have a concept of I. But still, you know, you have a sense of permanent identity. Okay? Is this permanent identity same as ego or different from ego is what we'll investigate in self-realization. Right? That ego, it's a temporary phenomenon. But of course, long lasting. Alright? If you really inquire into that, the ego disappears. That's called self-inquiry. That's what Sri Ramana Maharshi taught.